What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about bundling your product. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm happy to see you all here. If you're new to the channel, hello, how are you? If you have already been here before, welcome back. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today and what I want to talk about and get into is bundling your product. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on just some other tips on differentiating your product, but today I want to kind of hone in and focus on bundling your product, okay? Now, what is a bundle? What does it mean to bundle your product? Basically, what you're doing is you're taking one product and you're packaging it with a separate product to add value to the overall item. Okay, so for example, if you have a baseball glove and everyone on the first page is selling a baseball glove, maybe you want to sell your product for more, or maybe you want to keep your product at the same price but have this perceived value so people will purchase your product over theirs. You'll add maybe a baseball or a baseball bat to your listing. Now those will count as one product, and that is a bundle. Now what I have pulled up here is Amazon's bundling policy. Now the thing is, you won't hear too many people talking about the Amazon's bundling policy. There's very few people who discuss it, but Amazon does have a policy when it comes to creating a bundle and packaging products together. All right, so I want to go over that real quick, and then I'm also going to give you guys some examples of ideas on how to bundle a product. Okay, so the number one thing that you want to look for is you want to look at all the things where bundles are allowed, because Amazon doesn't allow bundles for everything. It's like, as you can see here, it says you may not list bundled products where the primary product in the bundle is from the video games category or is a book, former music, video, or DVD. All right. So there are restrictions on bundling products, and again, there are so many people that are not discussing this, and you guys are going out there and you guys are making a lot of mistakes. So what you want to do is you want to take this link I have here, or I'm gonna drop the link in the description, read over this, and we're gonna go over it some more, but I want you guys to really understand what the bundle is and how it works and what's allowed on Amazon before you go out and do it. Okay, now here's some of the detailed bundle guidelines I want to go over with you. The bundles must consist of items that are highly complementary. All right, now what does that mean? Now let's go back to my original example of a baseball glove. If you have a baseball glove, obviously it makes sense to sell a baseball bat or a baseball with that baseball glove. Now that's complementary. Now what is uncomplimentary? What would not go with that? Okay, if you had a baseball glove and let's say you decided, okay, well, I want to sell, I don't know, a spoon with the baseball glove. You can't do that. Amazon would immediately flag your listing. Okay, or if you want to sell your baseball glove, and let's say you want to throw football in with the baseball glove, that's not complimentary. So Amazon would eventually flag your listing and take your listing down. You're basically going to waste your money. Okay. Now, the next thing is bundles consist of multiple single items that can be identified by a unique ASIN UPC and are sold together as a single offering. A pre-packaged kit or pack with multiple items that is identified by a single ASIN is not considered a bundle. So basically what this is trying to tell us is that when you are creating your bundle, you have to keep in mind that if you are selling, like, let's say a pack of socks or something like that, and let's just say it's a 3-pack of socks, well, it's all the same item, so it's not considered a bundle. That's just basically considered what it is, a 3-pack. But if you were selling a baseball glove alongside a baseball, Those are two separate items, but they're complementary, and you're selling them as one unit, so they will have only one ASIN or UPC. They will have only one. This is a question that I see more and more frequently as more and more new sellers begin their FBA journey. I'm seeing a lot of people misunderstanding, whether or not you need to have multiple UPC labels or ASINs for your bundles. The only time that you would need to have multiple ASINs or multiple UPCs is if you are selling multiple colors. So if you were selling, let's just say you were selling a baseball glove and a baseball, but you had three different baseball gloves and three different colors, but each one of them is bundled with the baseball. You would have, three different color. You had those three different colors, and you would have three different ASINs to go with those. Now each one of those would be bundled with the baseball, but you're not creating the ASIN or the UPC for the baseball. You're creating a UPC for the different colored gloves. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Now it's also kind of going over saying a bundle may be listed in a single category only, meaning that you're not, let's just say, going back to the baseball glove, the gloves, let's just say you listed baseball gloves in the gloves category for whatever reason. You wouldn't also be able to list it in the sports category. You had to, it's only going to be in one category. So don't think that you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to get the best of both worlds, and because I have two products from two different categories, but they're complementary, I'm going to have them in two different categories. It won't work. They won't do that. Another thing that they say is do not include generic products in the bundle. Now, this specifically kind of pertains to when you are selling name brand stuff. So, for example, if you are selling a Sony camera, you don't want to sell and bundle like a generic Chinese video stand alongside it, because people could misconstrue that as a part of their brand, and let's just say this Chinese stand breaks apart. Now, everyone's gonna think that Sony is just messing up now, and that Sony is giving people faulty equipment. Okay, but I mean that kind of more hones in on people who are selling name brand stuff, and that's a whole different ball game. Okay, and it's also saying too that if you are bundling a product, and this is also important, if you are bundling a product, you have to make sure that it's the same all the way across the board. So if you have a baseball glove and you are bundling it with a baseball, and let's just say the baseball is white, and white with red stitching, you cannot sell a baseball glove that's white with blue stitching as well. It has to be the same all the way across the board, because if Amazon finds out that you have multiple different colors or there's anything different amongst your bundle, your listing will get taken down. Okay, also people don't know this, they don't know this either. You had to have, and I'm not going to sit there and try to tell you that this is so much strictly enforced, because I recently launched a product with a bundle and I didn't follow this specific criteria here. They're basically saying that you had to include the word bundle and the number of items in the bundle within the title. And I've never done that in any of my bundles, and Amazon has never pulled my listing. But it's good to know and understand that they do have restrictions that they set forth in order to make us aware as sellers what they expect. They also expect you to have the bundle, the fact that it's a bundle, what it's bundled with, and the number of items in your first bullet point. So it's almost like they're trying to. It seems like they're trying to punish us for creating a bundle, but realistically, it's they don't really care about us. Okay. So this is basically the main things that you need to understand. Alongside here, I'm gonna go for one last thing here. The bundle product details and images. So, okay, I just went over the bullet points, and let's see what else here. The main product It says the main image for the bundle must include the specific products in the bundle and must not include any items that are excluded from the bundle. So basically that means that in your product picture, in your listings first picture, you want to have everything that your bundle has to offer in that picture, but do not put anything in that picture that is not actually included in the bundle. So if you are giving away like I said, a baseball glove and a baseball, do not put a baseball bat, and do not put catcher's mask or anything else in that picture or in that description, because again, you will be subject to get your listing removed. All right. And a number one pro tip, and this is a pro tip that I'm going to give to you guys: make sure that you put a logo on your product. Put it on your main picture. Even if you don't actually put it on your product, put it on your main picture. And this is just to keep hijackers off of your listing. So especially specifically when you're doing a launch, if you do a launch and you launch that bundle, people pick it up for $1, and what they can do is they can jump on your listing and they can sell that product, and or people from China or somewhere else can create a generic, cheaper version of what you're selling, even though it's not the exact same thing, and they can also jump on your listing, because if it looks similar, Amazon will allow it. Unless you register with Amazon that this is a branded, unless you register with Amazon that this is a branded product. And if you don't have any label or logo or anything like that, when the bad reviews start coming in from this generic product that jumped on your listing, you're going to take the heat for it, because when someone jumps on your listing for hijackers, they basically take your ASIN as well. So you guys are now sharing an ASIN. So that's important to keep in mind as well. So what I'm going to do here, and what I want to do is I want to give you guys an example of how can you bundle, what are the things that you should look for when you're bundling your products. So what I always do is I find the product. Let's say I want to sell this garlic press. I think to myself, okay, I need to figure out what else complements this garlic press. Number one, or no, this is actually number two. Number two pro tip for bundling your product: you come down to the sponsored products related to this item, customers who bought this item also bought, and customers who viewed this item also viewed. You want to go here and you want to look at these products and see what is it that the customers are doing once they get off of this list, and once they look at this and they scroll down, what are they doing, or what pages are they going to. Now, they also have the frequently bought together. That's something else that you can also utilize. It'll also be in this category around here somewhere, but it'll say frequently bought together, or but any of these will do. So if we look here, we go to customers who bought this item also bought, and we can look here. I mean, obviously it seems like a lot of people are going to some tech stuff after this, so we'll disregard that, and then we can look at sponsored products related to this item. We'll go and we'll look here and see what else. Like this guy here has his kit. We can look at that. This will give us some ideas of what we can throw in with it. And we can also kind of look and see, okay, these people are getting a milk frother handler, and we got more stainless steel kits. And this can also help you find ideas on what you can add into your product. Like this guy has a kit, and you see all of this stuff, and I'm not even sure what any of this stuff is, but as you can see here, this particular listing here, this doesn't have anything in it. It doesn't have anything. It's just straight garlic press. Now, basically what that's telling me is, okay, I can just go to a listing, I can look at what other customers reviewed, and I can see that, okay, this person here has bundled a product here, and let's click on it. We see that he has all of this stuff. It looks like a garlic press cleaner, but you see here, this guy is not even following those guidelines that Amazon set forth, and it's the Amazon's choice. So it just kind of goes back to show what I was saying earlier, that Amazon expects you to put that this is a bundle in your main title, but they won't enforce it. But this is what I was discussing as well. Frequently bought together. This is probably one of the most powerful tools that you'll use when you are determining whether or not you know how to bundle. Is it saying frequently bought together? So basically, someone is buying this product here. They're buying this little kit, and then they're getting this little screwdriver thing. What is this? It's a Goodlox grips. Okay, this is a peeler. So this is like yeah, to peel apples and things of that nature. So now we know that people are looking to buy the garlic press, and then they're going to get a peeler after that. So what we would do is we would bundle our products together and sell it as one unit, so that not only are we taking away the time it takes for them to go and find that peeler, we're giving it to them all in one go, and they're only paying that one price. And a lot of times, and another thing that I personally do when I bundle is, if this is the total price is $22.94, I'll lower the price so that it seems like a deal. So I'll make it $21.94 or something like that. Okay. The other thing, and this is important, this is also important, when you are bundling your product has to be bundled before you get it to Amazon. So that means that you may have to do some talking and discussions between the two manufacturers, your Chinese manufacturers, and you know, hopefully your manufacturer will be able to produce both items for you. If so, that would be awesome, and then they can just bundle them together for you. But otherwise, you might have to have one supplier send one part of your product to the other supplier and have them put it into a bundle, and then you have them ship it to Amazon from there. If your products come separately to Amazon, Amazon is not going to package and bundle everything together for you. So keep that in mind. That's extremely important. I've seen probably about 5 people this week that made that same mistake because they didn't know. You know, the course that they took doesn't mention it. I know the course that I took doesn't mention it. So, you know, I'm trying to pass this value on to you guys. And hopefully this video gave you guys some value. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, let me know what videos you might want to see. I think I'm going to make a differentiation video today or tomorrow or something like that. But make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.